In the world of data science, we often encounter rebels, data points that stand far apart from the crowd. These are outliers. Imagine you are calculating the average wealth in a small coffee shop. Everyone earns a modest salary, but then Jeff Bezos walks in. Suddenly, the average wealth of the room jumps to billions of dollars. Is that average correct? In this video, we will explore the critical decision every analyst faces: keep or remove. How to handle outliers the right way. First, let's define what an outlier actually is. Mathematically, it is a data point that differs significantly from other observations. But not all outliers are created equal. We classify them into three categories. Global outliers are points far from the entire data set. Contextual outliers are only unusual in a specific set of circumstances, like a temperature of 30 degrees Celsius being normal in summer but an outlier in winter. Finally, collective outliers are a group of points that follow a pattern different from the rest. Section 1. The nature of the beast. Before we decide what to do with an outlier, we must understand its origin. Broadly speaking, outliers come from two sources: error or variance. Measurement errors, such as a faulty sensor or a typo during data entry, are bad outliers. However, natural variance, like the extreme performance of an Olympic athlete, represents real-world phenomena. Removing these without thought is like deleting the most interesting parts of your story. Section 2. Detection techniques. How do we find them? The most common method is the interquartile range, or IQR. We calculate the spread between the 25th and 75th percentiles. Any point 1.5 times this distance above the third quartile or below the first is flagged. Another robust method is the z-score, which measures how many standard deviations a point is from the mean. If a z-score is greater than 3, you are looking at an extreme rarity that occurs in less than 0.3% of a normal distribution. Section 3. The case for keeping outliers. In many industries, outliers are the signal. Consider fraud detection in banking. Millions of normal transactions are boring. It is the outlier, the $10,000 transfer from a dormant account, that we care about. Similarly, in scientific breakthroughs, outliers often lead to new discoveries. As Nassim Taleb describes in his Black Swan theory, it is the unexpected, high-impact events that shape history and markets. If you remove them, you are blind to risk. Section 4. The case for removal. Why would we ever delete data? Because outliers can poison our statistical models. In a linear regression, a single outlier acts as a powerful lever, pulling the entire regression line toward it. This increases the mean squared error and produces a model that fails to predict the behavior of the general population. If your goal is to understand the typical case, an outlier is just noise that obscures the truth. Section 5. Advanced strategies. If you can't decide whether to keep or remove, there is a middle ground. One technique is winsorization, where we cap the extreme values at a specific percentile, such as the 5th and 95th. Another is log transformation, which squashes the distance between outliers and the rest of the data, making the distribution more normal. Finally, you can use robust statistics. Use the median instead of the mean, as it is far more resistant to extreme values. Conclusion. Context is king. There is no delete button for outliers that works in every scenario. The right way to handle them is a three-step process: detect, investigate, and document. Never remove an outlier just because it makes your p-value look better. An outlier is a message from your data. Sometimes it's a mistake to be fixed, but other times it is the most valuable piece of information you have. Use your judgment and always stay true to the evidence.